part of Sydney. And so I would be urging that we move towards lifting those restrictions as soon as possible.
I don't wish to speculate. We literally look at everything every day, and it's a very dynamic environment.
And Miley, 100,000 extra doses of Pfizer are being sent to Victoria to help with the outbreak. Angie, that's a move that's been criticised by the New South Wales Premier, who argued each state should continue to receive its fair share as planned, saying New South Wales has battled its own outbreaks. Now, it comes as the Queensland Premier rolled up her sleeve today to get her first shot. The Premier received the Pfizer vaccine despite being over 50. The reason? A chance trip to the Tokyo Olympics next month. Angie, thanks very much, Miley. The Prime Minister has rejected calls to build a new quarantine hub in New South Wales, like the facility approved for Victoria. But there's concern the state's quarantine system won't cope when international borders reopen. Live to political reporter Olivia Leaney in Canberra. Olivia, the New South Wales Premier has warned hotels aren't viable long term.
Yeah, he goes very quickly and says hotels won't be able to deal with an influx of international arrivals once borders reopen, posing a challenge for the Prime Minister. She joined him northwest of Sydney this morning to announce funding for a new Richmond bridge and bypass. But clarifying she is not pushing for a purpose-built quarantine hub for New South Wales right now, saying the state's already at full capacity, taking at least 3,000 passengers each week. And the Prime Minister insists there are no plans for the Commonwealth to build one, like the 500-bed facility approved for Victoria.
New South Wales is neither asking for an additional quarantine facility here in New South Wales, and nor are we seeking one. I mean, if borders were in a position of opening in a year's time or so, well, that is a different situation. But if we're in a position to open borders, then the requirement for quarantine will be very, very different to what it is today. And I think that's a very speculative position at this present time.
We are at our operational capacity. We have no capacity to do more. So if there was any proposal in the future, it wouldn't come from us because we're at stretch point now. Once you get over the 5,000, and sometimes we creep up to 5,500 at any one time. Once you creep up over that, you're really at a very high risk point. We never want to get to that.
And the expert medical panel advising National Cabinet on hotel quarantine into the future has met today, recommending no changes to our quarantine system for now, but the Chief Medical Officer is suggesting that will change once most Australians are vaccinated. Angie?
Thanks very much, Olivia. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have welcomed a baby girl, sharing happy news with the world. Her name, Lilibet, is a nod to Harry's grandmother, the Queen. Her middle name, Diana, a tribute to the Prince's late mother. Ashley Mullaney has the story.
Meghan and Harry kept this royal baby news under wraps for 2 days after Meghan gave birth to their first daughter at a hospital close to the couple's Montecito home. They made the announcement on their website overnight, saying on June 4th, we were blessed with the arrival of our daughter Lily. She is more than we could have ever imagined, and we remain grateful for the love and prayers we've felt from across the globe. Thank you for your continued kindness and support during this very special time for our family. The couple named their first daughter Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor. Lilibet is a tribute to Queen Elizabeth. That is her nickname, a name that Prince Philip would call her, and of course Diana is a nod to Lily's late grandmother, Princess Diana.
But I think the really interesting one is Lilibet. It's the name that King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, used to call Princess Elizabeth when she was very small. Why? Well, it's because it was how Princess Elizabeth pronounced her own name, Elizabeth. She went Lilibet, and that's why she was always called that when she was little. And now suddenly we've got a new Lily in town, and it's Harry and Meghan's daughter. Kind of ensuring, I think, with Lilibet and Diana, they've got this link to the royal family that, of course, Harry and Meghan has just left.
Lily will be a sister to little Archie, who is now 2 years old. But of course, so much has changed in the past 2 years. Harry and Meghan are no longer working members of the royal family, so there is no expectation of a photo call like what we saw with Archie, but the world is now eagerly awaiting a photo of little Lily.
Ash Mullaney there. The royal family has expressed its delight at the arrival of Lilibet Diana, sending public messages of congratulations to Harry and Meghan. It's front page news across the UK with mixed headlines. Our little princess, says the Sun, grand gesture in the Metro, while the Daily Star says woman has a little baby. did, the couple wished to stay out of the spotlight. Europe Bureau Chief Hugh Whitfield has more from London.
Buckingham Palace says the Queen and members of the royal family are delighted by the news, sharing their own messages across the royal Twitter accounts, including this from Her Majesty. Congratulations to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex on the birth of Lilibet Diana, and included there a photo from their 2018 wedding day. From Charles and Camilla, wishing them all well at this special time. And from the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Uncle William and Auntie Kate, delighted by the happy news of the arrival of baby Lily. Congratulations to Harry, Meghan and Archie. Lily is eighth in line to the throne behind her brother and the 11th great-grandchild born to the Queen. Of course, the firstborn following Philip's death and the firstborn outside the UK. Follows the birth of Lucas Tindall and August Brooksbank earlier this year, and of course Princess Beatrice is due to give birth in the coming months as well.
Hugh Whitfield reporting. Taking a look at the weather here in Countdown. Sydney has enjoyed another beautiful sunny afternoon with a top of 20.2 degrees. The mornings are certainly getting cooler, rising to 7.9 early today. Across the metro region, plenty of tops at 20 degrees along the coast. Most inland centres reached 18 or 19. Katoomba, though, was cold at just 13 degrees. Looking ahead to the capitals for tomorrow, fine and warm for Brisbane, 23 degrees. Showers developing late in the evening for Sydney, following a top of 21 degrees. Wet weather and cold temperatures on the way to all of the southeastern cities. Still to come in Sydney's afternoon news on 7, a dramatic whale rescue off the coast. But where is the stricken mammal now? We have the latest. Canberra Raiders star Curtis Scott faces the music over an ugly nightclub incident. Cunning scams on the rise. How to avoid losing your money. That story a little later. But first, a power plant implodes. The entire thing comes crashing down. That's next.
A great showdown between the hotshot Ben Gisberger and seven-time champ Jamie Whincup. They know all roads lead to the mountain. The Darwin Triple Crown is coming on 7 and 7 Plus. Find your seats. The big one's coming up. For Origin Game 1, if your team scores a try in the first 10 minutes, you win. We'll pay you out straight away. Rip in this Origin with Sportsbet.
Guardian protects you from frequent heartburn for 24 hours, so you can be protected here, here, and here. That's mine, Colin. Try Guardian Acid Reflux Relief.
The i13 knows where you live, you work, and it knows the best way there. It knows what's behind you, what's beside you, and can react to what's in front of you, just like that. It uses ultrasonic sensors to help you reverse park. Can plug you into just about any song ever recorded. And it's connected to a network of satellites. In space. Yes, space. With the Hyundai i30. Remarkable. All ready to go.
Coles Car Insurance is full of nice surprises, like a lifetime guarantee on authorised repairs, so you can get back to what really counts. Coles, value the Australian way.
Are you ready to quit smoking? Ready to start tasting again? Ready to stop coughing? Are you ready to get your breath back? And start saving money? When you quit smoking, things improve quickly. When you quit, you win. Get the top 10 tips to quit successfully at icanquit.com.au or to talk to a qualified counsellor. Or quit line on 13 78 48.
When you've got a lot on the boil, books pretty much get the chop. But Audible can help you fit them back into your life, even when you're cooking up the stock. Bread, wine, and books.
Audible! With over 400,000 audiobooks!
Sorry.
It's books that fit with real life. Or soz, that's me. You're not a play.
Hello
2-month free trial for a limited time. Go to audible.com.au to see the play.
Don't tell Grandad that he was right. I've overcooked these steaks.
I'm always right, son. I thought you know that by now.
Dad, how on earth did you hear that? Have you heard of Amplifon?
At Amplifon, the hearing care professionals, experience our latest technology hearing aids with a free trial, including the new Ampli Mini. So small it's almost invisible. Call 13-MY-EARS to book an appointment and experience a free trial in the comfort of your own home. That's 13693277. Amplifon, the hearing care professionals.
You're watching 7's 40 Sydney News, and this is the view from Manly on the northern beaches. Right now it's 18 degrees. Raiders centre Curtis Scott has been stood down from the club after pictures emerged of the star allegedly involved in a brawl at a bar in Canberra. Scott is reportedly seen punching another man several times before being removed from the club. The other man suffered a broken nose and concussion. The 23-year-old won't return to training until the NRL Integrity Unit finalises its investigation. Police were not involved and no charges have been laid. Water police have freed a humpback whale after it was tangled in rope attached to 2 buoys off Coogee Beach. Rescue groups are now asking locals to watch out for the whale as it moves north, fearing it may have sustained injuries or be suffering from fatigue. Amelia Brace has more. Amelia, what's the latest in the search for the animal?
Well, rescuers believe the humpback is now somewhere between here on Sydney's northern beaches and Newcastle on the central coast. Its ordeal started at this time yesterday off Coogee Beach when it was spotted tangled in buoys and rope. Water police raced to the scene, tracking the whale along the coastline before intercepting it just off North Head. The police were able to remove some of the obstacles before the whale sped away heading north.
The whale was not in any stress level last able to see it swimming away.
Rescue groups have asked locals to keep an eye out for the whale, saying it is important that it's tracked down in case it's injured or is still dragging something that could cause fatigue.
So this whale's still got a long ways to go. It's still dragging fishing equipment, and it's not going to be able to perform the way that it should be when it gets to those breeding grounds.
Experts say the humpback is likely part of a recent superpod. Groups of hundreds of whales currently migrating off the coast, warning that with the population of whales constantly increasing, the rates of entanglement will increase. Thanks, Amelia.